Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding, but in all your ways submit to Him. He will direct your path straight. Good morning, how my beautiful queens and handsome kings doing this morning? How you all doing? Welcome back to a new day. The start of a new video. How you all doing? It is currently 11:05. I just got through checking the time on my stove. I just got through making myself a little breakfast when I came in. I did have a doctor's appointment this morning at 8. I got in. It was like 9:30, 9:40 when my dip dropped me off. So I just had, I was kind of hungry. So I said, let me make me some breakfast because I had got up at 6:30 a.m. Got up and got ready. And next thing I know, it was time for me to book my ride to the doctor. But welcome back. And I'm just currently sitting here drinking on my coffee. When I say things is really changing a lot, it's getting kind of scary. Like, it really is. And it's some, I'm going to just say trying times. And like I said, when I went to the doctor, everything just went for my normal, like, as women, we have to have our annual checkups, making sure our body's in shape. I mean, not in shape. Well, I need to try to get in shape because when I stood on that scale, and it's basically like I haven't lost any weight at all. Like, I'm still literally the same size I was like over a year or two ago when the last time I went. But yeah, I'm gonna have to really. I'm trying to cut back. I think I was telling you I'm trying to cut back on a lot of grease, but I did cook bacon today. What I did, I baked my bacon in the oven, and I just made a little grits. I haven't, when I've been doing my grocery hauls the last couple of weeks, because I've been finding myself now like I had to restock on groceries again. I just don't buy oil at all. I don't even buy no grease. I'm just trying to get in the habit of eating more baked and boiled foods, or if I can fix something on top of the stove. I think like I don't know, I might have mentioned it to you all, but what I'm learning, even when you're cooking breakfast food like sausage and ground beef, making burgers, you really don't necessarily have to have grease. And well, I prefer to bake my burgers in the oven, like when I'm having the ground beef or the ground turkey. But lately, I just been buying ground turkey. I don't know, I just love ground turkey. A lot of people don't like ground turkey because they say it don't have a taste to it. But anything that you cook, you gotta, of course, season to give it flavor. But I know a lot of people don't like, the ground turkey. They prefer ground beef over ground turkey. But normally when I cook my sausage or burger patty, I just know I'm just let it, cut the skillet down a little lower, let it cook and do its thing, because I'm seeing that it make its own grease for some reason. But yeah, I thought I was gonna lose a couple pounds, I guess. I don't know. I'm starting to just feel like maybe the weight, or it just could be just stress, or because like I said, I really don't even eat a lot. Like, I don't know why is the weight still there, but like I said, if you look at me, you wouldn't even think I weigh, what I weigh. So when I went to the doctor, it just really struck me how even in the medical field has so much changed from when I went there over she said, the lady said it's been 2 years now. So the last time I had my last doctor visit was 2024. They let me know time flying. It's 2026, so it's been 2 years now. And normally, like when you have a, as a woman, we get, they call it your pap smears. And I know a lot of women follow me on, a lot more women watch me than men do on this platform. But as women, we all know that you have to have your pap smear done. They changed it now from it used to be every 6 months. Now they doing it now. They let me know it's changes every 2 years. So that she was telling me the next time I have a annual, they call it annual, but it's a pap smear, and they just basically go look up inside you, which we all know that they look up inside you, just checking to make sure there's no cancer, or just checking for you know um just basically checking to make sure everything's still intact. Your uterus, make sure everything's just good. So when I went, I didn't even know now they got it where you don't even have to have a doctor to actually have you get on the table, or they don't even do that no more. Like they don't use the device to insert up in you just to check check for and do a swab for the pap smear. They basically literally got it now where the patients do it themselves. And I'm like, wow. And it really struck me. I'm like, dang. So now at first I'm thinking robots is replacing some jobs. Now you mean to tell me it's getting to the point now where even with women, have to have pap smears, that mean that we have to do them ourselves now? And I'm like, wow, it's kind of scary. And when she was like, no, you don't, I said, she said, no, they been stopped that, ma'am. I said, oh, you don't have to, use, like I said, usually be a doctor or whoever your doctor here is, they usually perform the procedure, and you, but now they don't do that no more. I'm like, wow, that just let me know really some time. So if it's getting to this point, I can imagine how it's gonna be the next 2 to 3 years when, so I think I'm gonna have to probably start eventually going back old school. Like I remember my great grandmother, when I used to stay with her back in Chicago, she used to she always told me to keep a lot of medicine on hand. Pills and honey, and I got tea. It's getting to the point now where I feel like we're going to have to eventually start back going old school and doing a lot of things like our grandparents or great grandparents taught us in order to take care of ourselves. Because it's like me going to the doctor and seeing that, experiencing that today for myself, that let me know that we really head into a different time, and it's kind of scary to a certain extent. It's kind of a little scary, but I mean, I just feel like when God will make a way for you, it's nothing no more. They say he won't put no more on you than what you can handle. But when we getting to the point where when you messing with people's jobs in the medical field, it's really something out here to really think about. And it made me wonder, because I was talking to someone about this. Like a lot of people tell me, even with what I'm doing, I think I was telling y'all, if you're new here, or if you have been following me for quite some time, or recently just started following me, I think I was telling you I have a degree in nutrition. And so really my field of study, like it'll lead me, I can work in a hospital setting, nursing home, which I pretty much had experience working in a nursing home, but not in my field. When I used to work at a nursing home, it was just basically cleaning residents' rooms up. But with that degree, it can lead me into that field. But see, the thing is, here in the South, in Tennessee, I don't know what it is about in the South. Some of the companies here, they don't really want to pay you for what you went to school for. So like I said, I graduated, went there for 4 years. And even with my field a study, the most average jobs here pretty much paying like what I'm making now. That's not in my field. So it's like, even if I did want to get out of this field and go more into my field where I study from, that means I would have to relocate to another city. It's just that simple, because either those jobs in the nutrition area are either filled or they're not hiring. But really here in Memphis, they don't want to pay you. I did my research back here. I was looking at it on Indeed back here, I think over a year ago, and it was showing what I'm like. Basically, they making the same thing what I'm making currently making in the hospitality industry. So that let me know that I might, if I want to, study that field or get, just gonna go to relocate. And then the thing is, what gets me, even when you do go to school and college, you get these degrees, you overqualify, as in some theories, as they say. So it's like you just can't win for losing no more. Trying to chase this study, or trying to chase what the people saying that you should have. It to me, it's starting not to even make sense no more. But like I said, I'm proud of myself for getting that degree. But like I say, the times we living in now, and seeing that there's so many people who probably got a higher degree than me that can't get in their field, it just let me know it's getting really tough out here and rough, for a lot of people. But other than that, my day been great. Like I say, when I went to the doctor, I was just really devastated that I had to really perform the procedure myself on myself. So it just really let me know we really just head into different times. And a lot of people not really waking up and seeing things. Like with me, I see so much. Every time I leave this house, and head to work, or I'm just seeing so much, and it's like it's just really waking me up. Like where the state we're in. But other than that, I did my morning studies when I came in, just my normal routine. The sun finally is so pretty outside. The sun shining. I thought it was gonna rain when I got in, because when my lift dropped me back off, it was really really cloudy. It was kind of drizzling a little bit, but now the sun is out, so it's which is perfectly great, because I need my plants. I just watered them too. I try to water them like every 2 days, or when they start looking dry, to get that rainwater. I mean, not the rainwater, the fresh water. I mean, the water and the fresh sunlight, so that'll help them, continue to blossom. But yeah, I had to end up putting this plant. I think I was telling y'all in this right here. Yeah, see, this was originally a garbage can that I bought from Family Dollar, but it's too small, as you see. It's definitely too small. I was trying to get it for the kitchen, and so I'm like, you know what? Since this plant with the root just study kept blossoming, study growing, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just put it inside here, and I just end up digging it out the little red pot, because both of my plants was in 2 red pots, the other one in a red pot too. Eventually, I'm gonna have to transfer that one out that pot and put it in like another pot too. When hopefully if I get one, or if not, it'll just have to hold out for a second, because I don't want to mix the two roots together. I want to keep them, so I can still have two plants. But it's really growing, y'all. Like the plant is just doing its thing. But yeah, just water it. But yeah, it really don't even look like it. Kind of look like a regular vase. So hopefully it'll probably start blossoming more when I get more space. But yeah, it's kind of hard trying to find, because every time I look up on the app, it made it seem like the trash can was big. So the apps show different from when you actually, buying, so I say I probably just have to go in store, or maybe probably just order me a trash can off of Walmart or whatever, or maybe one day when I'm out and I go to the store, I just probably get one. But for the time then, like I say, it's no big deal about it. I mean, I remember old school ways we used to take the bags, the little garbage bags, they make our little grocery bags, and put trash in there and call it a day and keep it moved. I still even do that myself. But yeah, other than that, and then really what touched me too, is good to see that people still, like when you go into places and stuff, like I said, when I was in doctor office, everybody, even other patients, speaking, good morning, how you doing? One lady that worked at the clinic, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So it's good to see people still, even though, I mean, I say good morning, how you doing, but I can tell there was a genuine good morning, not just because it was her job, but she was, good morning, how you doing, hey everybody doing, good morning. It just really brightened my day up to see people still, keeping their head above, and still remaining strong despite of what's going on around us. But that right there really brightened my day up too, to see so many people still trying to keep trying to stay motivated the best way they can, even though it's hard at times, but just, speaking. And then you just never know how you might brighten up somebody else's day too. Y'all hear me talk about this a lot as well, because like I say, me being in the customer service industry myself, I have had guests and customers tell me that I have, made their day great or brighten their day up. So you just be surprised. But other than that, I don't have much going on. I'm just sitting here. Like I said, I just got through eating. I had made some grits, and I think I'll tell y'all that before when I first tuned in. Some grits and bacon. I didn't necessarily have to have the egg. Yeah, because I had ended up heating up a Hot Pocket before I made breakfast. And I'm like, the Hot Pocket just don't taste good. It's a ham and cheese Hot Pocket. You could just throw it in the microwave. I tried it. I didn't like it at all. I think it's just something about it. It was just too cheesy. One of them I threw it away. So I ended up just put the bacon in the oven. And I made grits. Yeah, so. Yeah, I ended up making enough because my daughter, I said when she get up, she gonna probably want something to eat. So I made enough bacon for me and her and grits. But she probably have to fix her own eggs. Because me personally, I don't have to have eggs for everything. Eggs is getting to the point where getting very expensive. So I try to reduce how much eggs I'm eating. I don't have to have eggs with every breakfast meal that I fix. But yeah, I ain't gonna rant too much. I just wanted to kind of come in and start this vlog off. I don't know, I might make it a day in my life. Because like I said, I don't have much, or if not, I extend it to tomorrow. Like I said, I do have to go back to work, but I have to work my second job tomorrow. So we'll see. If not, then I'll be talking to you.
Type of decor go in there, and then I won't feel so weird about this. What do you guys think? Comment down below. What do you guys think of this? I'm gonna light the candle. Hold on. What do we call the people that hyperfixate on one thing and can't move on to the next task until they finish up with the first?